Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and good evening. Good to see you up there.
Good to see you.
Mr. Speaker, I rise very briefly this evening with some comments. I'd like to associate him with my good colleague and friend from the 113th. This has been a passionate issue across the state of Connecticut since 2 summers ago. And we all know that over the last couple of years, we have seen an increase in crime in the state of Connecticut. I represent a small town in the suburb of Waterbury, and my town has been stricken by crime, particularly juvenile crime. At one point, there was an article in the Republican American that an individual was arrested 3 times in 1 week for a crime. That is unacceptable. That is something that when you are elected to do a job, you should come up here and fix. That's number one. We hear a lot about folks that knock on doors during campaign season. We all do it. Well, everyone has an issue that when they go to a door, they say is the number one issue. I will come to your districts and I can guarantee you that one of the number one issues is crime. You can't turn the nightly news in the state of Connecticut on without seeing the lead story be about some awful crime committed within our 4 corners. There was an off-ramp from Waterbury into Oakville. Stolen car crashed and killed a mother on her way home from work last year. Think about the midnight call that woman's family had to get, knowing that not only their mother, wife had died, but that it was a stolen vehicle. And it's happening over and over and over again. Video after video of crashes on our highways. We talk about keeping our roads safe and keeping our state safe. This is a number one issue, but we can't stop here. And as my friend from the 113th said, we should go further than this. We should give law enforcement the tools that they need to do their job. Many of you in this chamber have held forums in your town about crime, and I applaud you for doing it. I don't care if you're a Democrat, a Republican, an independent, if you're on the right, if you're on the left, this affects every single community. And at those forums, the sentiment has been overwhelming in favor of reform and giving law enforcement the tools that they need to complete their job each day. I had a forum in Watertown. It was very well attended. Not one person spoke against the notion of juvenile justice and crime reform. Not one person. Town of 24,000 people. That's a message. I border a city, like you, Mr. Speaker, that has been stricken by gun violence. You can't open the paper without seeing another shooting happening. You can't go out at night without hearing sirens racing down the road because there's a shooting. It is becoming so common that gunshots are heard nightly, not just in the Waterbury area, but in all parts of the state of Connecticut. The capital city, right outside our building, woman hit by stray bullets a couple of months ago, killed in her kitchen. What is going on? This is no longer a partisan issue. This is an issue that needs to be tackled from both sides of the aisle. We have to put the politics aside, stop blaming one party or another, and look at it as a factual problem that exists in our state. And we can't stop here. This is a good first start. I'm going to vote for the bill, and I applaud the proponent and the ranking member for bringing the bill out. But I am fearful that this does not go far enough, and we will be back here next session, those that are so fortunate to be reelected, talking about the same issue. And to those folks watching or listening that are in law enforcement, we want them to know that we have their back. Yes, we want to hold bad actors accountable. Who doesn't? There's bad doctors, there's bad teachers, there's bad everything in the world, but the vast majority of them are good people. We know that. And it's the same with law enforcement. There are a couple that have acted improper, but the vast majority of them want to keep us safe. So why not give them the tools to keep us safe, right? It's common sense. So I am going to support this bill. I hope this entire chamber will join me. But remember, when voting yes, that we will be back here revisiting this issue and hopefully tackling and dealing with crime, particularly juvenile crime, once and for all. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.